What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's, I've had something on my mind since I've been making these videos and reading the comments from everybody. When the people say, well, we're just gonna, it's gonna come back down. I'm just gonna wait on the sidelines until it comes back down because it's ran up so fast, blah, 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 right? And I get that mentality a lot, but I kind of just want to discuss and go over how this could potentially be different, especially in the landscape that we're in and in the kind of market we're in. That could be a huge mistake. Yes, now don't get me wrong. Could that be the best, decision you make? Of course it could, but you need to also outweigh the pros and cons in this situation. For one, let's just talk about all the exposure that Keel Infrastructure has been getting lately, right? We've seen incredible volume every day. We've seen incredible price movement every day. And yes, there's wild swings up and down, but what we're seeing is Keel, it closes a little bit higher every single day over the past couple of days. And even today, and I'm recording this on on Wednesday, even today, while the whole broader market was going down, getting hit, Keel Infrastructure stayed pretty steady and even closed higher than it did the prior day. So the reason I find that interesting is there comes a period in time when the price runs up and it's not being manipulated and it starts going into a consolidation phase. And you can always tell when the stock's getting very manipulated because it's going to have wild swings. It's going to close way lower. I mean, it's going to have massive, massive swings. But when you see a stock trading in a range and then closes a little bit higher, and I mean, yes, it's going to close lower, but not substantially lower. You see it in a very tight consolidation phase. It's very bullish. It's very bullish, especially for a name like Keel Infrastructure. And the thing I want to point out is, that was a long rant kind of leading into this, is one single tiny, minute announcement could move this name 30, 40, 50%, right? Just one announcement. It could be, we got a small lease agreement for Moses Lake, right? Or something minor. It don't even have to be a lease deal. It could just be something permanent wise, I don't know, anything. But something could move this name 40 to 50% like that, right? And then you're going to be kicking yourself, damn it. I was waiting on, $5. I was waiting on $4, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. Trust me, I super get it. Especially when you see a name that's went up 100, 200% in a short amount of time. But you also got to remember the kind of market we're in. We're in a heavily, heavily, heavily momentum-driven market right now, where anything around AI and HCP, or HPC, sorry, I always get that mixed up. But anything around data centers, anything. We see technicals go out the window. We see common sense go out the window. Anything that makes sense just goes right out the window when it comes to anything AI in this market. So, the message that I just really want to get across to people is, this isn't financial advice by any means. I'm just, I want what's best for everybody. And trust me, could you put money in and it goes to freaking zero? Yes, it could, right? We could all be losing money. We could all look like fools, right? But I do want to bring up Amit Investing. He just bought in yesterday. The Leopold guy and his fund just bought, I think it was, 16 million shares of this company? And everything has been pointing in the right direction. And if you're going to sit here and just penny pinch and wait till $4, wait till $5, and they make an announcement and this thing shoots up 50 to 100%, you're going to be very upset that you sat on the sidelines waiting for, a 20% pullback to get in, right? So in my opinion, this is just my opinion, scale in small. That way you at least have some kind of skin in the game if we do get one of those anomaly moves, right? This is such a different game when you're investing in small caps and instead of, the blue chip or ETFs or anything like that. It's just such a strange game because being in these small names can really test your investment style mentally, physically. It can really make you make rational decisions in an instant. So the reason I sound like a broken record on this channel sometimes about making sure your thesis is in check with your investments, making sure your conviction is high, make sure you can, convince yourself each and every day there's a new trading day. Make sure you're able to reconvict yourself on your position, right? Because it's super important, because if you see it fall so heavy, 20 or 30%, are you ready to double down? And if you're not, then this is probably not the name to be investing in. This is probably not the name to be putting your hard-earned money into if you see a 30% drop and you're ready to just skedaddle on out of here, right? Volatility comes with opportunity, and that's the biggest thing I've learned. Where there's opportunity, there's gonna be massive volatility 9 times out of 10. And there's gonna be really good days, hopefully. But there's also gonna be really bad days, because like I said, these things can swing so hard. The order books are so thin in some of these places. The liquidity's thin. It's only a $3 billion market cap. That is not huge in this overall market of trillions and trillions of dollars, right? A couple measly billions is not nothing. So, I just wanted to get this out there, and just for the people that, oh, I'm going to wait. Oh, I really like Keel, but, the prices ran up so high. Just listen, the price has ran up high, but we're in a momentum-driven market where everything's running, in regards to AI, data centers, compute, everything. And this isn't going to be ending soon. You just seen what Google did just the other day. They just did a capital raise of $84 billion to build or to put towards an AI build out. Like, the hyperscalers are taking this shit serious, and they're going to need more places and more data centers to put their stuff in. And yes, I know Google, they're kind of trying to build their own stuff and whatever. But everybody can't do that, right? Everybody can't do that. And some of these smaller names, Keel Infrastructure in specific, and there's a few others, I know you guys are in a lot of others too, but Keel Infrastructure in specific, if they can deliver on what they're promising, the sky's the limit, guys. The sky is the limit, and this could be one of the best opportunities that, even I've had in the market, right? I've had some good, I've had some good runs with some names like Applied Digital. I did very good with Applied Digital. I got in it super early. Even SoFi in the beginning, I've done really well with SoFi. I still hold SoFi. But my 2 biggest bets in the AI data center space right now is CoreWeave. And a lot of people don't like CoreWeave, but I think CoreWeave is going to shock a lot of people. Yes, their debt's high, but they have a massive, massive backlog, insane partnerships, and are really, really driving the growth. And I think a lot of people are overlooking CoreWeave. But besides CoreWeave, my next in line is Keel Infrastructure. And I really do think this name could change a lot of lives if, big if, not financial advice, if they can execute on their vision, right? And that's super important. And I'll be the first to tell you if my thesis gets broke. If my thesis gets broke with this company, I'll be the first to come on here, post a video, and tell you guys, look, shit's getting shaky. I might start scaling out, right? I'll be the first to come on here and tell you guys that, because I want to be completely transparent. And I will probably tell you guys before I even sell anything, because I just want to keep everything transparent and keep it 100 with everybody. But anyway, I just had that on my heart over the past couple of days, because I see people, just sitting on the sidelines, waiting around, and they could potentially miss out if one little announcement comes through the pipeline and could shoot this name up, 50, 60%. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what y'all are excited about with Keel Infrastructure. I'm super bullish on this name, man. Every day that goes by, and the research that I'm doing, and I start seeing little nuggets, more people, more well-known people buying into this name, the attention it's getting on both YouTube and in the broader market area, people are starting to take notice. And you can really see that with the trading volume as well. People are starting to notice this name. It's not just a little Bitcoin miner anymore, in my opinion. And it could really, really do well. So till next time, guys, y'all be safe. Don't panic, sell your bags, and keep it good.